Gilbert Gottfried has one of the most recognizable voices of anyone in the last few decades, and before he passed, he lent that memorable voice to numerous beloved TV shows, movies, and comedy specials, netting himself an impressive net worth. Some movie and TV fans may not recognize the name Gilbert Gottfried immediately, but they'll certainly know exactly who he is once they hear just a handful of his roles. He was Ego in Aladdin, Digit in Cyberchase, Sidney Bernstein in Beverly Hills Cop 2, and on SNL. Gottfried had his hand in many different pots. Born on Coney Island in Brooklyn, New York, Gilbert Gottfried began his career on stage as a comedian and quickly made his way to TV, becoming a cast member on SNL for the 1980 to 1981 season. After 10 years of dating Dara Kravitz, he married her in 2007 and the pair had 2 children soon after, Lily and Max, via Newser. Gottfried privately lived with type 2 myotonic dystrophy for many years, and on April 12, 2022, he passed away in a Manhattan hospital at 67 years old, leaving behind a beloved lineage of characters and appearances, via NYT. Gilbert Gottfried's net worth. Gottfried was worth around $8 million. According to Celebrity Net Worth, at the time of his passing, Gilbert Gottfried was worth an estimated $8 million. Gottfried had nearly 200 voice and live-action acting credits across television and movies, which likely greatly contributed to his significant net worth. He'd often had multiple projects in a single year and, as his voice got more recognizable, even his voice acting performances likely earned him a significant amount. It's possible the biggest source of his income came from his voice acting performance as the Aflac Duck, the mascot of the insurance company whom he voiced for 11 years. Another big source of income probably came from Cameo, the video website where customers can request celebrities send personalized videos. Gottfried was an early adopter of the platform and could charge $175 per greeting, which reportedly netted him nearly $2 million, via TubeFilter. Gilbert Gottfried's age and height. Gottfried is a Pisces. Sidney Bernstein, Gilbert Gottfried, looks confused in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Gilbert Gottfried was born on February 28, 1955, making him 67 when he passed away. He's also listed as 5 feet 5 inches on multiple websites, including IMDb. Gottfried was a Pisces in the zodiac, a water sign, and the last constellation in the zodiac, via Allure. People who are born under the Pisces sign often exhibit high empathy and compassion for others. Despite being known as a roast comic, his roasts were also always tinged with kindness and showed that he truly understood the people he was teasing on an intimate level. Pisces make incredible artists and creatives, an apt sign for someone with so many acting credits, as well as a handful of writing credits to his name. They are also imaginative and intuitive, a characteristic required for any voice actor who doesn't have any visuals to help him perform. Gilbert Gottfried hosted his own podcast. Gottfried and his friend Frank Sottopadre hosted the podcast. Gilbert Gottfried wearing a headset in a car in Sharknado. In June 2014, Gilbert Gottfried launched his podcast, Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast. It was recorded weekly until his death in 2022, via Vulture. The podcast mainly included long-form interviews, and it was co-hosted by Gottfried's friend and professional comedy writer, Frank Sottopadre. His wife served as executive producer. Dick Cavett, Tippi Hedren, George Takei, Bob Costas, Dick Van Dyke, and Alan Arkin were just a few of the guests who came on the show. Gilbert Gottfried was clearly rich, not just in net worth, but in admirers and friends too.